Well, Dennis and Julie were reunited last night. I went to the hospital where Dennis is, and I had a pretty lengthy visit with him. I was there for 8 hours because I've missed him. I've missed him so much. And even as the music was just coming on now, I feel a heaviness in my heart because he's my best friend. He's my coworker. He's my co-host. And for the past 2 weeks, I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him. I haven't listened to him. And I miss him so much. And it's, yesterday in the hospital, the nurse walked in and asked me for my name and asked me who I was. And it was funny because Dennis and I kind of both looked at each other like, how would we describe me? It felt not quite right to say a friend. Obviously, I'm not blood family or, and co-host feels a little weird.
Right.
Maybe I should say protege. I don't know.
Right.
But I was able to spend some time with him yesterday in the hospital, as I had mentioned. And I want to tell you the information that we have. And I know that so many of you are asking for and hoping for information. And I know that both of us can very much relate to that sentiment because all we all want is information. But this is a very, very slow climb. He suffered a very, very serious back injury. And this is just going to be weeks, months, honestly, for him to recuperate and for his body to heal. And so if we're not telling you information, it's not because we're withholding it. We don't have information. But what I will say is that Dennis is 100% mentally there. 100%. He even said it to me, and with his limited ability to communicate, he mouths words. He is 100% there. And I had conversations with him and he was keeping up with everything. And let me tell you, over those hours that I spent with him in the hospital, the thing that I saw that meant the most to him, that gave him a glimmer of light and hope in his eyes, was when I read messages from you. I went on Dennis and Julie shows and I read the comments. I read the emails and my email address, and I joked with him. I said, Dennis, what's my email address? What's the Instagram and Twitter? And he rolled his eyes and smiled. But I read aloud to him some of the things that you wrote, and he would mouth afterwards. Or someone wrote in and said that basically Dennis is the reason why she has her kids and husband, that she kicked off her old habits and took her life seriously because of Dennis. And it's so cute. Dennis looks at me and he goes, really? And he's so touched. So please do continue writing in. Your thoughts and your prayers mean so much. And especially if you would care to write in about the specific ways that Dennis has influenced you. Because right now, and he is someone who knows all too well the importance of happiness and remaining optimistic. He needs that. He needs to remember how many people he's influenced, how many people, God willing, he can continue to influence. And so your messages give him a will to go forward.